Here's a shot from earlier on. As the Suns arrive at the arena, they're looking to leave town on a winning note tonight. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K. Both these squads, man, Brent, they play hard on the defensive end, don't they? Did you enjoy playing in games like this?
No, Kevin. Why would defense? Why would I enjoy playing against a good defensive team? I want to score. But we will appreciate what we get tonight with these guys. Great effort, great grit, and we'll see who will come out on top.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. And here is Paul. Knocked away. Leonard with the steal. George finds Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And this is where PG, at his height, because of his size, he's got that advantage to see over the defense and locate the open man.
Now here's Booker. There's the 3. Paul George grabs the miss.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Now here's Crowder. Norman Powell unable to get his last shot to go. Here's Paul. Nails the wide open jump shot.
The mid-range master, Chris Paul, at it again.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will. Clearly a foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
No doubt one of the best two-way threats on any NBA floor. Leonard remains hungry to keep adding to his title collection. Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Crowder. Fires from deep. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist from Crowder. Paul's got 5 now.
And CP3 is so good at choosing when he unleashes his three-point arsenal.
Wall dishes to George, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Paul. 5 points in the game, and the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Ball against Paul. On the wing, Bridges. Lets it go from deep. Shot clock at 5. Lobs it up for Crowder. Leonard with the steal.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but trying to keep this core group of guys together. Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Paul surveying the floor. Goes up on the high post. And no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's Wall. No good that time. Bridges with some nice defense. Pass to Ayton. The kick out to Crowder. Booker against George. Paul for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Pass to Wall. The dish to Powell. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Tries again. It's Powell on the wing. A three-pointer, no good. And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. Booker the pass to Ayton. Stolen by George. All with it. He's picked up by Paul. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
So crafty on the drive. When Wall is in attack mode, he really puts a ton of pressure on the D. And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action, bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Booker with no one around. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Somebody's going to set him up, and Devin Booker's going to knock him down. Thrives in that catch and shoot.
Kennard setting the pick for Wall. This one for three, and it's Luke Kennard with the three.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's George. Offensive rebound. Kennard kicks to Wall. Kennard, the pass to Leonard. Puts up a three. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
Down on the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. All out there with Luke Kennard. And it's George in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Can't connect from short range.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And here's Booker from the arc. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. And Leonard has it in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers.
Sometimes tough to get out to that corner, and Kawhi sat there and made the defense stretch out.
And Booker kicks to Bridges. Booker with the screen for Bridges. Back to Booker. Suns keep it alive. Crowder the pass to Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
The defense unable to stop DeAndre Ayton that time, getting inside and using his frame.
Passes it to Leonard. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. And there's the pass to Kennard. Takes it out to Leonard. Takes the three. And another three for the Clippers. When you think of half-court offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
Here's Booker, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts, so he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
Pass to Leonard, a three. He can't get that one to fall. And Phoenix the other way now. Right side Crowder to the paint. Bridges dishes to Crowder. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Paul with the three. Kicks it out to Booker. A 3-ball. Knocks down the 3-ball. Booker's got 4 this quarter.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Leonard finds Wall. with the drive. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And there's a lot of nuance to Wall's game. People talk about his speed and things like that, but his instinct and skill are equally as important, if not more so.
Bridges misses. Los Angeles leading by 4. Here's Leonard. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got 3 assists in the game. And it's Paul with the ball for Phoenix. Booker outside. Ball outside. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. Count it, his second make in 4 attempts.
You think about the growth of Kawhi Leonard's game, where in the first few seasons had very few assists as a playmaker, and now it's a key part of his game.
George against Bridges. And they get it. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Outside, George. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on 8.
Well, height and length at that position for Paul George, that's problematic for a defender, and he used his size to draw the foul that time.
And he sinks the second.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to L.A., the Thunder got SGA and a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
And again, it's the Suns missing. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Kennard for 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Inside, Leonard with the steal. Kennard on the wing.
Foul against the Suns.
For Los Angeles, they have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And Kennard out there to help space the floor with that kind of range.
And so it's Los Angeles holding. Thank you, David, and we'll be back. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Post tandem, Johnson and Biyombo. Landry Shamet is out there with Cameron Payne. And it's Craig in at small forward.
First team foul.
Payne with it. Out to the right wing. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Just 5 to shoot. Shamet finds Johnson. Shoots it up. And he overshot that one, missing. Clippers leading by 11. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Got a piece of it. Shamet kicks to Craig. Craig with a screen on Covington. Johnson can't hit.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look. Covington passes to Morris.
That shot off. And Phoenix the other way now. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Craig passes to Payne. For the three. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Craig with it. Guarded now by Morris. Now here's Batum. Not a lot of room. Outside Covington. Biyombo with the block. The three from Johnson. Jackson drives in. Johnson with the rebound. Suns trail by 11. Biyombo finds Johnson. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Johnson's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Suns. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Jackson. That one goes in. Jackson's got the lead up to 11 now for Los Angeles. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Has to Shamet. Launches it. Passes it to Craig. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Morris throws it down.
Good recognition from Reggie, open teammate. In the 2021 playoffs, you remember Reggie Jackson came up huge for the Clippers, averaging almost 18 points a game before they finally lost to the Suns in the Western Conference Final.
Shamet kicks to Payne. Pocket 6. Back to Shamet. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Off target at the rim. Suns trail by 13. And the pass to Shamet. Johnson with a screen on Powell. The feed to Johnson. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Johnson's got his second basket. Well, for Jackson, he earned himself a new contract, Brent, and starting point guard duties because of that playoff.
With both Kawhi Leonard and Paul George missing most of the 21-22 season, Reggie Jackson took the Clippers to the 8th seed in the West, carried a lot of the scoring load consistently for the Clippers, and he led the team in both points and assists.
Out to the wing. From the corner. Payne can't hit.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Covington setting the pick for Jackson. Outside Covington. Back to Jackson. He feeds it to Morris. Outside for Jackson. 5 to shoot. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Suns trail by 11. Johnson outside. Dishes it to Biyombo. Craig against Morris. And finished off by Craig.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Powell for 3. And so it's Los Angeles in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Wall and Powell are the guard set. On-court spots are the deadly George and Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Nailed from three-point land.
Man, to think that he was going to be capable of those kind of shots when he first came into the league, even from way downtown. Love the confidence from Kawhi.
Bridges inside. Defended by George. Paul for three. The rebound by Paul George.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Suns trail by 12. Booker draws the double. Paul right side. Lays it up off the glass.
So tough to keep up with the energy of Chris Paul at the point guard position, especially when he's handling the rock like that.
Leonard with the screen on Paul. Zubac trying to break loose. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Wall.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had it open, he's taken it.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. You don't have to make up the deficit all at once. We'll see if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Ayton dishes to Booker. Over Wall. No good from Booker. Clippers leading by 9. Outside, Wall. Outside, George. And then George with the jam.
Paul George getting aggressive, showing us some power that time as he's able to get to the rim.
Shot by Paul, nobody around. Another three for Phoenix.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Outside, George from the arc. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, that three-pointer's got to fire up George and the entire team.
For three, Booker. It's hauled in by George. The Clippers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Ayton.
Not afraid that time as PG goes right at the defense to make that play happen.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Booker from past the arc. Shot clock reset for Phoenix. And the wide open shot from Crowder. No good from outside. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Kennard's shot is off. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise. And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Los Angeles.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Leonard.
That's amazing defense from him. Seemed to know exactly when to pounce on the passing lanes and predictive steals.
Crowder, a screen on George. It's good from long range. Booker's got it back down to single digits for the Suns.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
And a deep three from George, and the miss. And so Los Angeles takes the win. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Moran and Bane in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Booker no good.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the... Oh, my goodness!
Wow, what a play!
As creative as they come, John Moran has a style that's specifically his.
Paul passes to Booker. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Already a terrific career for Booker. Three-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA First Team. Just a big honor.
First team foul.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And then Morant with the dunk.
I'm trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Now here's Jackson, out left to the wing. Adams with a screen on Paul. Morant, the pass to Adams. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
And the muscle from Adams there, able to take the hit and still finish off the shot.
The free throw drops for Adams. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bane.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Now here's Booker. Clock at 6.
An active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up.
If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
And he sinks the second. Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
B.A., no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
It's Booker on the wing. Takes a three. Drains the triple. Booker's got 6.
Well, Booker can just bury you from the arc if you let him. He's a pretty efficient range shooter.
Paul against Moran. Moran with the slam!
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
And I'm going to give him a lot of credit because he saw what he was up against, and he was undeterred.
Now here's Moran. Give him 8.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Outside Bane. Pass to Jackson. And Aiden pulls it down. The Suns trailing. 1:44 left in the first. Here's a 3 from Paul. They grab their own miss.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Aiden beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Now here's Moran. And then Moran with the dunk.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Time to make some noise for your sub dancer.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
Now here's Moran. 10 points for him. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention, got his teammate a clean look.
Now here's Paul, up top Bridges. Pass to Paul. Beyond the arc. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Count that bucket.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
Here's Paul, following the bucket by the Grizzlies. Three-pointer, Bridges. That's good from Paul on the assist by Bridges.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Now Moran, he's got 12. Outside Bain to the inside, out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. And stolen by Paul. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Grizzlies.
Please give a big round of applause for your
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Right out of the gates, they've been in attack mode. And I think that's by design because it has been relentless.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now here's Moran from deep Bain. And Ayton pulls it down. Booker against Bain. Booker, the pass to Ayton. The shot won't fall. Now Memphis takes it the other way.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton touched it last. Moran against Paul. Morant, the pass to Bain. Shot clock at 6. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his third foul so far. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Now here's Moran. 12 points for him. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Crowder. Jackson, the pass to Bain. Adams inside. He's against Crowder. Back to Adams. On the wing, Bain. Pass to Brooks. Outside Bain. Driving in. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I love the physicality behind Bain's drive, letting the defense know he isn't changing course.
Paul passes to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Well, teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, B.A., it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if a bigger defender was on you, then yes, use your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you.
And the second free throw is good. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Moran against Paul. Pass to Jackson. Inside. And it's slammed in by Adams.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
Here's Paul. Oh, Moran with the block.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Brooks outside. Booker against Moran. Outside for Brooks. Fires from deep. And they recover it. Goes back up. And the layup by Moran. And now a 10-point Grizzly lead.
He has elite athleticism, makes Ja Morant a threat on the glass, and you know he can finish.
Out to Bridges. This one for three. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Blocking foul called on Mikal Bridges. First personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Moran against Paul. Outside for Brooks. Lets the three fly. Oh, my goodness! He'll go to the line with a chance at a 4-point play. That's on Mikal Bridges. Outside Booker. Outside Paul. To stop the run. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Look at Adams using all of his impressive reach, firmly swatting that shot away.
The Grizzlies have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Outside Moran. Pass to Brooks. Three-pointer. And a great assist by Moran as that one goes.
3-point field goal.
Brooks has got 6 points in the quarter.
You get the feeling that Brooks will get better and better with this shot. He's obviously working on it.
Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. An easy 2 on the layup.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And here's Moran. 17 points in the game. Moran with the slam!
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Moran in this one.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Yeah, in the first half, he took on the role of playmaker. I think it surprised the defense a little bit. Gave this offense a different dimension.
On the court for Memphis, they've got Danny Green. John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Brandon Clark. The three is up. It's hauled in by the Suns. And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
Shamet, no good. The Grizzlies shooting 71%. Their offense has looked unstoppable all game long. On the wing, Green, defended by Craig. It's stolen by Johnson. It's Shamet on the wing. Stole it away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Green for three. Knocks down the long J. Green's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Brandon Clark is one of the most efficient players in the league. He's been in the top 5 in true shooting a couple of times.
Memphis has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Defended by Craig. Outside for Green. They set the pick. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Biyombo. And Smitty, the analytics will show you that Brandon Clark is one of the best at protecting the ball.
Yeah, Brandon's been in the top 5 in that category as well. He doesn't put up huge scoring numbers, but when Clark is on the floor, he has a major impact.
First personal foul.
That free throw misses.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Brandon Clark.
And he can't hit the second. Tipped. For Phoenix, they've gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Right wing. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Green for 3. Oh, great D that time from Craig. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Shamet going inside. Soft touch off the glass. Here's Jones. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Here's Conchar. And again, Memphis no good. The Suns have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, with the yearly roster moves, it might be hard for the casual fan to keep track. But Commissioner Silver said it's a necessary side effect. He said, quote, "We tried to tie performance to pay in a closer way, and I think that's what you see with shorter contracts." Brian, more player movement has been the result.
Yeah, good point, Allie. Thanks. 6 on the shot clock. Green, the pass to Clark. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 14.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Here's Shamet. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Shamet's got 7 points here in the quarter.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Jones against Payne. Pass to Conchar. Outside, Green to the paint. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
So courageous, taking it right to the defender.
Boy, this dude knows how to finish in traffic. Wow. And here's Biyombo. The kick out to Johnson from outside the arc. Buries it from 3.
Kick to the outside, heads-up play, cognizant of the entire floor.
Jones against Payne. Jones, the pass to Green. To the middle. And Biyombo with the block. And he gets it back. And now the Suns fast break. Here's Shamet. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
You want your ball handlers to be great free throw shooters, especially at the end of games. Shamet provides that.
And the Suns will go for a different look here. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Biyombo. Crowder comes in for Johnson. Bridges, he's checked in for Craig. And it's Paul in for Payne. Jackson outside. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many
At the line for 2.
previous plays under the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Here's Shamet, defended by Jackson. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Bain with it. 2 on the clock.
Chris Paul is a complete player, a top-notch defender who really uses his body.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. It's the Grizzlies, up by 10. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Outside Booker. Puts up a 3. The shot no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
4-3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Memphis?
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
And now a moment to present the New Balance player of the game, Ja Moran.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
Wow, did this game really turn out to be his show? A commanding performance like that makes for a sweet victory, especially on the road. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with his team. He was trying to ignite some fire, saying, "Where's the fight, you guys? You know we can compete with this team, but we're letting them run all over us. We've got to level up the aggressiveness." Back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. Adams attacking. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Always aggressive, but not always assertive offensively. Steven Adams taking it right to the defense.
Paul for 3. Brooks with the rebound. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 in the 4th and looking confident on offense. Jackson with a screen on Booker. From deep, Bain. The rebound by Bridges.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall. Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And then Moran with the dunk.
The quickness of Ja Morant is what makes his drives deadly. Where did he go?
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Booker, the pass to Crowder. Fires the 3. That shot is off. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Jackson with it. And it's Paul picking him up. That's tipped. Stolen by Bain. Jackson outside. Pass to Moran.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the 4th quarter. From downtown. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Brooks outside. 1:31 left to play in the 4th. The 3 from Bain. Pure from 3-point range. And the Grizzlies lead by 19.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Grizzlies.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Ja Moran.
You have to appreciate the unselfishness. He kept the ball moving, kept everyone involved, really enjoyable to watch.
Pass to Bane. Let's go with a three. No good on the shot. And it's Phoenix's ball, trailing by 19. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
They're fortunate the defender couldn't control it. Almost lost that possession.
43 seconds left in the fourth. Booker for three. It's rebounded by Memphis.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
Stolen by Bridges. On the break. Here's Paul. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Moran. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires for three. Ooh, poked away. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. And Booker puts up a deep three. Can't get it to fall. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. Boy, this crowd has...
this matchup, Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Paul George is out there with Wall, and it's Powell in at the small forward.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three. And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Pass to Zubac. Grizzlies with the rebound. And here is Bane. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
And Bane no good on that one. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
He gets hauled in by Paul George.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Now here's Wall. Back to Powell. The tray. Offensive rebound. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game. Leonard looking over the floor. Shot clock at 6. Good on the shot.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. And finished off by Morant.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Zubac, the rebound by Steven Adams. For Memphis, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Left side, Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
The strong finish from Jackson Jr. He goes up with power inside the paint.
Outside, George. Leonard with a screen on Morant. And George kicks to Leonard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
And Adams with the basket on the assist by Morant.
And you see the unselfishness from Moran, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
Outside Leonard from deep three-point range. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Brooks. Here's Moran. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
The agility, the athleticism. Moran sometimes, I don't know, he just seems unstoppable to me.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies.
John Moran impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
Here's Morant. Paul George making his last shot. And finished off by Morant.
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
Now here's Wall. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game.
13 foul.
1:15 left here in the first quarter. Pass to Wall. 6 to shoot. Great D that time from Bain. For Memphis, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Brooks the pass to Moran. 50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
Yeah, 76% from the line a season ago, and most would consider that to be a success.
And we talk a lot about Moran's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with. When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Moran passes to Bain. Outside for Jackson. Here's Adams. Brooks finds Moran. Second shot opportunity. Can't hit that one. Wall with some nice D. Here's Leonard. And good. Coming off the assist by Wall. Leonard's got 9.
And just taking pride in being their leader, these passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the Clippers. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Los Angeles. Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Whoa, look out! Look out!
Okay, I see you. And man, does Moran put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
And Wall kicks to foul. And George now top of the key. Again, Los Angeles.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Morant passes to Jackson. Out to Morant. Memphis moving that ball around. On the wing, Bain. Powell finds George with the crossover. The shot off that time. And Memphis the other way now. One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
Adams against George. Adams dishes to Brooks. Right side Jackson. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. George passes to Leonard. Brooks kicks to Bain. Back to Brooks. It's Morant in the corner. And Morant throws it down.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Man.
Outside, George. Oh, Leonard in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And that's the connection Leonard has with his guys. Knows when to go for that alley-oop.
Here's Morant. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Morant's got 6 in the quarter.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
George with the ball. Defended by Adams. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank break dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple.
Jackson finds Morant. Leonard against Jackson. In the corner, it's Payne. It's tipped. Pulls up on the wing. Jackson misses.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
Here's Leonard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one's on Morant.
And punishing move there on the interior. Usually Leonard's going to get the bucket, draw the foul, or both.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
And Morant throws it down. We talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
George passes to Zubac. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Moran surveying the D. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
34 seconds left here in the second. Morant outside. He feeds it to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Here's Leonard. The kick out to Wall. Five on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And here's George for 3. He can't hit that time. John Moran has been leading the... Thanks so much, Dave, for the great...
Grizzlies, 27. The Clippers, 24.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Guys, John Morant has been sensational.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
We've got Green. Jones is out there with Clark. And it's Conchar into the 2-guard spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Jackson against Jones. Jackson down low. Some solid defense from Clark. Jones looking for an opening. Passes it to Conchar. Jones against Batum. Just 5 on the clock. Clark. Batum grabs the miss. Clippers trail by 3. Jackson finds Morris. And Morris throws it down.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Now Jones. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To the middle, it's stolen by Morris. One-on-one fast break. Here's Kennard. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. And the Clippers lead by 1.
And an excellent pass by Morris. A guy known for his finishing ability, but he also has the skills to facilitate.
They kick it out to Green. He takes it in. Outside, Jones. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. Robert Covington picks one up.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Jackson. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Now the pass to Kennard. Outside, Covington. Drills the three-pointer. Covington's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And this is what Covington is known for. Effective at stretching the floor with his outside shooting.
Pass to Conchar. Feeds to Clark. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Clark's got his first basket.
You gotta know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. Dish now to Morris. Back to Kennard. Outside for Jackson. Grizzlies with the rebound. Kennard covering. Pass to Clark. No good there. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Covington dishes to Jackson. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 1.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Defended by Covington. Kicks it out to Jones. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Jones has got 5 points so far. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Jackson passes to Kennard. Back to Covington. Green with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Green, the pass to Conchar. Back to Green. Jones kicks to Green. He dishes it to Jones. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Now it's a 3-point Memphis lead. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Outside, Covington. Driving inside. Puts the move on. And the dunk by Covington.
Emphatic points from Covington. Dunks and threes. Baskets every team needs. That's what Robert brings to the table.
Jones drives in. It's tipped. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Grizzlies out in front, up by 1. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a 6th sense.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Paul George is out there with Wall, and it's Powell in at the 3 slot.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And finished off by Moran.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
Here's Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
And the fact that Leonard can pour it in like tonight, in addition to his defense, is really why he's one of the best two-way players we've ever seen.
And Moran throws it down. And guys, here in the 4th quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Here's George, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Steven Adams picks one up.
As crafty as they come. George has lots of experience when it comes to mixing up defenders. And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
Morant outside. In the corner, it's Payne. Up top, Morant, defended by George. And the rejection by Zubac. On the wing, George. Oh, good with the triple. And here's Moran. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. They trail by 1. Out to Brooks. Morant with it. Leonard picks him up. Brooks from outside. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
And this is who Ja Morant is. He just doesn't quit, really getting after it on the glass.
George finds Zubac. Outside for George. Back to Zubac. The shot that time, not on target. Adams, some nice D. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Out to Morant. There's the try, and then jammed down as he goes right over. He beats a Zubac.
Get this man the ball, and he will make something happen. Morant rises to the occasion. Man.
They get it again. Outside for George. Second chance shot. And he makes that one. George has got 6 in the quarter.
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Here's Moran. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It's the first that will put them up right 2.
And we have seen Moran step up as a leader, wanting to go to the stripe down the stretch.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
Leonard inside, guarded by Jackson. And it's good, 2 points. Leonard's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
And guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moment.
Here's Moran. And then Moran slams it in.
He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Moran slicing through the D.
Morant against George. Here's Zubac. Pass to Powell. Outside Leonard. Another shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And a 2-time Finals MVP. Kawhi Leonard, exactly who this team wants at the line.
Leonard hits them both.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Morant against George. Morant outside.
confidence Moran has in himself is impressive. He brushes pressure off like it's nothing.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And hey, he did just enough to get the lead. That's what's most important.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
Jackson passes to Adams. Memphis moving it around. Here's Moran. And then jammed down as he goes. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls,
The previous play
is that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Leonard on the wing, just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Crosses over. Oh, no good. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, onto the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to check.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. Can't knock it down, and they really needed that one. Zubac kicks to Leonard. Back to Zubac.
An area that Leonard has focused on honing, just taking what the D gives you in that pick and roll.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're down by 1. 6 seconds left in the fourth.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here. And the Clippers call time here. They're behind by 1. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's George. It's good! Buries the game-winning shot!
All zeros on the clock as he drains the game winners.
Well, Doris, we're expecting most of the action to come out of the backcourt of this game.
No, exactly, B.A. Both teams are led by their terrific guard play. The outcome of this game likely hinges on the respective performances of those two positions.
So here's the Clippers starting group. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. John Wall is out there with Paul George. And it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Paul. Out to Bridges. Pass to Crowder. The 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Now Leonard. It's George on the wing. And the jam by George.
Excellent job reading the defense. Not content to go to that perimeter game. Paul George inside. Nice.
Poke loose, and it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Graham.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Here's Zubac, ball for 3, and the Clippers hit again from deep.
John Wall has balanced that great driving ability with this, the ability to complement that with the three-point shooting.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Paul, that one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Finally, a make for this team. Hopefully it gives them a little confidence.
It's usually interesting. After a bit of a struggle, does the first bucket get you into a little rhythm now?
Now here's Wall. Pass to Zubac. Out to Leonard. 4 on the clock. Takes the 3. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Boy, the range of Kawhi's shooting just keeps getting deeper and deeper. He really stretches you out.
Paul passes to Crowder. From 7 feet away, it's tipped. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
The Clippers have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
The Suns have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Booker. Doesn't go for him. And Los Angeles the other way now. Last year, the Clippers finishing 8th in the West. However, they missed the playoffs, Doris.
Right, B.A., but keep in mind, they didn't have Kawhi for the entire season. No Paul George for most of the season. In fact, I thought Ty Lue did an incredible coaching job getting that team to the 8th spot. They just went on to lose 2 tough games in the play-in tournament.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
George for 3. Unable to get that one. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Bridges.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
He's off on the first.
Mikal Bridges.
And he's good on the second.
Well, what you love about Mikal Bridges is he is going to accept whatever his coaches and team ask of him. This is what's allowed him to be successful.
Leonard for 3. Knocks down the triple. Leonard's got 9. And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Wall for 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here's Booker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Powell with a steal. In transition, here come the Clippers. Wall no good. And the Suns pushing it up now. Powell against Booker. It's rebounded by Zubac. Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 17-3 run. Counted from distance. He's got 9.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Time called here. The Suns decide to talk it over. For Phoenix, they've gone only 1 of 6 so far. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Booker against George. Booker no good. Leonard outside. For 3. And they get it back. Back to George. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And an overpowering first quarter effort.
And please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth dance team.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And the Suns with possession, trailing by 17. Crowder with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Outside Booker. Back to Paul. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
First team foul.
Crowder against Leonard. Lets it go from deep. Again, the miss by Leonard.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Paul finds Bridges. Three-pointer off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Wall against Paul. Wall no good.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
Here's Booker. He got a piece of it.
Suns foul. Devin Booker. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
Wall against Paul. Wall, the pass to George. And it's good for 2.
We're talking about a dynamic playmaker with exceptional vision. Go ahead, John Wall.
And we know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, Doris.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a 3-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
Lee, he's checked in for Chris Paul. The Clippers have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Wall, the pass to George. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Booker with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. And Ayton with the stuff.
Well, what you love about Devin Booker, this guy, yes, he is a shoot-first player, but if somebody's open, he will find you.
Here's George. Sinks his third bucket. He's 3 for 6 now.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
Now here's Booker. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Crowder right side. 5 on the clock. George against Booker. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. The Clippers have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Pass to Leonard. Jacks up a 3. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Leonard's got 13. In 2022, we saw a lot of teams playing a slightly slower game, Doris, compared to previous seasons.
I think, Brian, what's interesting about the NBA is it's a game that is in a constant state of evolution. You had the three-point revolution. You had a stretch of time where teams would not hit the offensive glass. That has now come back a little bit. Unequivocally, defense is improving drastically, and so you've got to find a way to score it.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Here's Shamet. Pass to Johnson. Looking to win the run. Here's Biyombo. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. George finds Leonard. The 3. And Craig pulls it down. The Suns have gone 1 for 6 in the second quarter. Not great. Oh, deflected. And stolen by Leonard. And it's the Clippers on the break. Ooh, good work defensively by Biyombo.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
The Clippers have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Pass to Wall. And it's good. 2 points. He's got 11.
Yeah, there's just such a grittiness, such a toughness to John Wall. Nice finish through contact.
Here's Lee. George defending. It's stolen by Leonard. Now Powell. Left side Wall. With the drive. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
This is what we call keeping our foot on the gas pedal. John Wall understands he's cooking, and he's being aggressive.
Here's Shamet. And the Suns miss again.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
2 points. That one goes. Thanks very much, Allie. And Pope.
8. The Clippers, 35.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from John Wall.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
On the floor for the Clippers, Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Robert Covington is out there with Nicholas Batum, and it's Morris in at the 5. Now here's Jackson. Pass to Kennard. Morris with it. The rebound by Bridges.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Something you can't deny about Marcus Morris. He is a passionate player.
On and off the court, this guy is highly competitive. He's a leader in the locker room. His playing style, to me, would fit with any organization. Smart and tough.
Kennard can't get it to go.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Paul. From deep. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
talking about a big-time rebounder. DeAndre Ayton's timing, excellent.
Jackson down low. He's guarded by Paul. Nice shot by Kennard.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
And it's Paul off the drive. For three, Booker. No luck on that one. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pass to Covington. Back to Kennard. Pulls up. Off the window. It's good. Kennard's got 5 points in the quarter.
What assertive play by Luke Kennard in the painted area doing work.
Booker on the take. Lays it up and banks it in.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Kennard outside. Here's the three. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Crowder. Fires the three. Knocks it down from distance. Crowder's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Kennard against Booker. Kennard outside. Here's Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Jackson's got his first 2 points.
I love to see a guard who's willing to fight through contact and finish. Reggie Jackson does just that.
Booker, the pass to Paul. Bridges with it. Goes up on the wing. Here's Ayton. And Ayton, throw it down.
Go ahead, Mr. Ayton. How about that finish?
The Clippers have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. Now here's Jackson. Batum outside. There's the three. The Suns clear it. 1:29 left to play in the third quarter. Here's Shamet. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Jackson, the pass to Kennard. The 3 ball. That shot, no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Lee. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Such a reliable threat from range. You think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Up top, Jackson. Double clutches. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Biombo.
We know Reggie Jackson has the quickness to get inside and the toughness to make a play, folks.
And so Jackson nails both of them and grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A., after dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Here's Shamet, guarded by Batum. Down low. Here's Biombo. With the clock winding down. Tries yet again. Lee on the wing. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Morris.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Here's Kennard. Hits a 3-pointer. Kennard's got 8 here in this quarter.
Well, this is how Luke Kennard made his way to the NBA. The knockdown 3. Good night.
And so it's Los Angeles. They have a confident 20-point lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
How about the ability to knife inside the defense? Chris Paul has been outstanding as a dribble driver his entire career.
Now here's Wall. Leonard outside from behind the arc. The rebound by Devin Booker. Leonard's gone 40% from the floor in 10 attempts. Pass to Booker, stolen by Wall. Leonard outside. The three is up. It's hauled in by the Suns.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. George passes to Powell. And again, no good by the Clippers. Boy, the Suns are struggling. Pass to Ayton. And he drives in, out to Bridges. Launches it. And the Suns miss again. The Clippers have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Powell passes to Wall. The shot no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. Bridges down low, working on Powell. That one goes. Count it.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
George a screen on Paul. George outside. It's Powell on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. And Powell with the stuff.
Put it on the deck, get by the defender. Norman Powell on the dribble drive. Okay, I see you.
Booker, the pass to Paul. The ball's knocked loose. On the wing, Crowder. Shot clock at 6. Bridges outside. From the arc. Powell pulls it in. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Leonard for 3, and that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. At that time, sets up his teammate.
George against Booker. Pass to Ayton. The kick out to Paul. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Paul's got 4 points now in the quarter.
We've heard the term master of the mid-range. To Chris Paul, it's apropos.
Wall finds Leonard. Booker with it. Guarded now by George. And Crowder with the jam.
Instinctual playmaker. Booker very crafty in distributing to his teammates.
Wall against Paul. Outside Wall. Pass to Leonard. Launches a 3. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Wall's got his 5th assist in this one.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Clippers.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Kawhi Leonard.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Crowder, that's good.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Leonard for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Paul for 3. Wide open look. Another one falls for Phoenix.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Here's George. shoots. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. A statement road victory. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up for Allie LaFleur.
couple of the deepest rosters in the NBA, and not many coaches can go as far down the bench as these two.
Well, a major advantage if you have multiple guys that you have tremendous confidence in to go out there and be switchable, be able to pass, move, and initiate the offense. That's a luxury for a lot of coaches to be able to adapt that way.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. Now here's Brooks. After Mikal Bridges missing his last shot. Bane against Booker. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Adams, no hesitation, and right to the rim.
And it's Paul with the ball for Phoenix. In the corner, Crowder with it. Booker outside. From downtown, good on the triple.
And Booker's shot is so pretty. Just one of those guys, when you watch him, you feel like every one of them's going in.
Morant outside. Pass to Adams. Outside, Bane. Outside for Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Offline with his three.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency, but you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Now, here's Bane. Out to Brooks. This one for 3. Booker pulls it in. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools, next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Desmond Bane, 1 shot.
For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Morant kicks to Bane. Jackson in the corner. Morant outside. And he banks in the layup.
And it just seems like Moran is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort pays off for him there inside.
Now here's Paul. And Adams sends it back. Brooks against Bridges. Brooks, the pass to Bane. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Suns trail by 4. All up top. Guarded by Morant. Paul kicks to Booker. From past the arc. He can't get that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. The drive by Jackson. To the left side wing. And here is Bane. Out to Brooks. 4 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And it's Morant missing.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. He feeds it to Adams, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
1:30 left to play here in the first. Morant outside. Now the dish to Jackson. Back to Morant. 5 to shoot. And a wide open look for Bane. His 3-pointers off the mark. Suns trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And they'll get another chance. There's the lob to Bridges. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Bane. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Moran. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Paul. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Chris Paul always in control. Even when he gets hit, he keeps his balance on the tough shot, and he gets to the and one.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shot. So he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that does it for the first quarter. Grizzlies out.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Grizzlies.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. Phoenix with the ball, following the score by Memphis. Here's Paul, off with the layup.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done. And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Here's Paul. Grizzlies making the shot. Bridges outside. Ball against Morant. The kick out to Crowder. Lock at 6. No good on the 3. And great, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now here's Moran. 8 points for him.
Fantastic instincts there by Moran. Sizing up the D and then just taking what he sees.
Paul outside. No good that time. And it's Memphis the other way. Brooks with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Kick out to Adams. Back to Morant. Adams outside. Morant outside. Drills it from outside. Morant's got the lead up to 11 now for the Grizzlies.
A wonderful awareness from the big man as Steven Adams finds the open man.
For 3, Booker sinks the triple. Booker's got 6 points. Brent, how has size now affected the way the game is played?
Well, if I could just take a detour, Kevin, I would tell you it's skill that has affected the way the game has played. I mean, this has always been a tall man's game, and usually it's been dominated by the biggest guys, but that's not the case anymore. So you look at 6'4" to 6'7" guys who are skilled to shoot, pass, and dribble. That's what every team is looking for, and that's the way the modern NBA team, especially a championship caliber team, is made.
And the dunk by Jackson.
What a deft pass by Moran. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
Now here's Booker. He's got 6. Paul passes to Booker. Takes it inside. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And Ayton just up over the top at his size to throw that one down.
And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Bain. Back to Morant. The pass to Brooks. Up top, Morant fires the 3. Booker pulls it in.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And he finishes nicely on the layup. Booker's got 5 points now this quarter.
Booker, a fantastic shooter. When he's got his feet underneath him, he's one of the best in the league.
Morant with it. Chris Paul covering. And that one's good. Morant. 15 points in the game.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Bain against Booker. On the wing, Bridges. Here's the 3. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Booker.
Well, the mindset of Booker there, pretty solid. He feels like he can make just about any shot, especially the deep triple.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first half. Here's Adams. Phoenix grabs the miss. Booker, right side. John Moran has been leading the charge. Thank you, David, for that interview.
The Suns, 19.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Guys, John Morant has been sensational.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
They've got Jones. Clark is out there with Green. And it's Conchar into the 2 spot. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. And so Green will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've led by as many as 11 points. The 3 connects from 3-point range. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Craig. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Outside, Jones. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Conchar, the pass to Green. Kicks it out to Jones. Clock at 4. Here's Conchar. Wide open look. And the shot is good. And it's a 10-point Grizzly lead.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Shamet with it. Working on Jones. Now, Craig. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Lee. And Lee with the stuff.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
So it's the Grizzlies now. The Suns getting the bucket. They kick it out to Green. No good that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. Here's Shamet. Misses the jumper.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
The Grizzlies have started out 0-1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Suns trail by 9. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Basket counts.
Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Here's Clark. The Suns getting the bucket. Jones, no one around him. Gets an open look and hits.
Like the pass from Clark there, showing he can be a piece of the puzzle.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Here's Lee. Passes it to Craig. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Jones, the pass to Concho. Memphis moving it around. Lets it go with the 3. Craig pulls it in. Suns trail by 7. The drive by Lee. Johnson outside. Pass to Craig. Johnson left side. Shamet finds Johnson. Lays it up off the glass. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Jones in the post. He's covered by Shamet. Green dishes to Jones. Right wing. Conchar, the pass to Green. And the shot goes in. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
Boy, if you're going to just hand him this shot, you might as well put a bow on it. Green loves the catch and shoot.
Johnson outside. All alone. Grizzlies with the rebound. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. To the left wing. Kicks it to Green. Outside, Jones. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Here's Shamet. And so it's Memphis, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Grizzlies.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
Now here's Moran, down low. And Adams kicks to Moran. And it's off from 3-point range. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 8-point game. No one near him. And he nails that one right through the net.
And Devin Booker, a scoring threat when he gets off of the bus. This time doing it at the mid-range.
Morant against Paul. Morant outside. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Here's Paul. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now here's Moran to the inside. And Adams with the slam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Bain on the follow. And it's a 10-point Grizzly lead.
Those are the kinds of plays that win games. Really savvy D, and give him credit for looking to go straight up the court with him.
Now here's Booker. Bridges inside. Guarded by Bain. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, Bridges doing a good job fighting hard past the foul, even after the release.
No good on the second free throw. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Bain looking around. And Adams with the slam.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Booker outside, from outside the arc. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
Moran's against Paul. The kick out to Crowder. There's the feed to Paul. The shot, no good. And it's Memphis the other way. Outside, Bain. Moran's against Paul. Jackson dishes to Brooks. Get the shot. It's hauled in by the Suns.
He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide-open jumper, just unable to do so.
For 3, Booker. Here's Ayton. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
Moran's against Paul. Moran passes to Jackson. Here's Bain. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Booker. 43 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Ayton. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Brooks with it. Pass to Moran for 3, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Moran's got the lead up to 14 now for the Grizzlies. Paul against Moran. Booker with no one around, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Well, Booker looking to get quick revenge after that score.
Now here's Moran. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like
rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position.
Solid work inside from Desmond Bain. He doesn't lack confidence attacking down there.
Outside wall. Here's Leonard. Oh, the swat by Adams. It's stolen by Leonard. With the crossover. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
You can see the work Kawhi has put into his ball handling. Gets separation almost any time he wants.
Moran, pass to Brooks. Here's Bain. Now Moran. 6 to shoot. They get it again. Adams, shot's good.
Can't teach size and strength. Once Adams gets position, you're not rooting him out of there.
George outside. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Zubac passes to George. Over Bain. Nails the baby hook.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Here's Moran. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac. And he can't get the first one. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
George outside. Jackson against Leonard. And there's a 3-second violation. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Moran with it. Pass to Bain. Outside for Moran. On the wing, Brooks. From outside the arc. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Well, Brooks prefers to shoot his threes head on, but he has the stroke to make the short corner shot.
Leonard outside. Wall, the pass to Zubac. And here's Moran to the paint. Pass to Adams. And the foul on Steven Adams. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
The Clippers trail. Outside wall. George outside. 1:57 left in the opening quarter. And that one good. George has got his second basket of the game.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Sinks it from distance.
Once a weakness, Leonard's three-point shot is now a strength, a sharp weapon in his arsenal. And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
Brooks finds Moran. Shot clock at 5. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
It breaks down your defense when Ja Morant gets in the lane. You want to force him outside. Leonard outside. Pass to George.
George with the jam.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Moran against Wall. Moran, the pass to Jackson. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
George's shot is off. Memphis leading. To the wing, right side. From deep, Moran. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
Moran is such a quick thinker. He doesn't hesitate on the catch and shoot.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Coming onto the court right now. Time to get excited for your Clippers.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the first. Here's George. 6 points for him. Ja Moran, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Memphis. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Right now, it's their passing game, and it's been on point, doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. John Wall is out there with Paul George. And it's Powell in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And here's Memphis now. Now here's Moran. Give him 8. And then Moran with the jam.
As creative as they come, Ja Moran has a style that's specifically his.
Releases from 15. Offensive rebound. Out to Powell. Pass to George. No good on the triple. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And some will remember that Desmond Bane was the last pick in the first round in the 2020 draft, which is something he has used as motivation over the years.
He hits the second from the line. You know, it's clear now that teams are kicking themselves for not picking Bane earlier in the draft, Smitty.
B.A., the reason why he's proven that he can be a huge part of the rotation. A lights-out three-point shooter and rugged defender. A player any team would love to have.
And a deep 3 from Leonard. The long-distance 3 is buried. Leonard's got 8.
The decision-making of Leonard could have hit the roller, but already had the shot he wanted.
Shot's good by Moran.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
George for 3, and the three-pointer goes. 9 points in the game.
Showing off his range. Wow, Paul George can hurt you from anywhere on the floor.
Moran against George. In the past, you'd see coaches use the fire and brimstone approach. We don't see that much anymore, Smitty.
No, times have changed. It's still okay to get emotional and do some hard coaching, but now you have to stay in control, or sometimes you will lose the player's respect. You know, some of Ja Morant's sequences remind you of a young Derrick Rose. He's that explosive.
Over to the wing. Leonard passes to Powell. Back to Leonard. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. George, a deep three. Second shot opportunity. Leonard's got room. Gets some space and parries the jumper.
Masterful execution. Kawhi just has a sense for when to shoot the mid-range.
Jackson with a screen on George. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Outside for Moran. Offline with a three.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
What an effort from Kawhi so far on offense. He's working hard and finding plenty of shots.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the second quarter. And it's Morant missing. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Powell finds George. The three. And they'll get another chance. Zubac passes to Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
Are you serious? John Wall with the statement. Oh, that's pretty.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Outside for Brooks. Back to Jackson. Brooks outside. Pass to Bane. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Jackson finds some space. Nice shot from the wing.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bane read the defense perfectly.
George outside. There's 48 seconds left in the first half. Here's Leonard. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis trailing here. Outside Moran. To the inside. From deep three-point range. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got his 6th rebound on the night. Now Wall. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Dillon Brooks.
Standing at 6'4", Wall is a big point guard. That size along with his handles help him operate inside.
And so Wall nails them both. Just 4 seconds left in the first half of basketball. From deep, Morant. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall. Okay, Ali, appreciate it.
27. The Grizzlies. 24.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Moran in this one.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
On the court right now for the Grizzlies. John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then there's Danny Green. Then it's Brandon Clark. Here's Clark. Knocked loose. And stolen by Covington. Here's Kennard. No good from outside. Well, the Grizzlies' shooting has been excellent so far, around 56%. Here's Conchar, guarded by Morris. Pass to Clark. Can't hit that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Jackson on the wing, defended by Jones. Covington, no good. Green against Batum. Here's Clark. And that comes off the assist by Green.
The veteran presence of Danny Green, keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Jackson with it. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Covington from deep. Clark grabs the board.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Green. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Clark's got 4 points this quarter.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Jones against Jackson. For 3, Covington sinks the tray. And the Clippers lead by 4.
This is what Covington does, a confident three-point shooter.
Jones against Jackson. Pass to Clark. Stolen by Kennard. It's stolen away. On the wing, Conchar. Left side, Jones. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Takes the 3. Drills it from deep. Jones has got his first 3 points of the game.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Covington, a screen on Jones. Outside Covington. Jackson down low. Kennard finds Jackson. Clock at 6. Out to Covington. Count the basket and the foul. It goes on Tyus Jones.
A composed player, Covington doesn't get bothered by physical defense. Keeps his concentration on difficult shots.
Pass to Kennard. Fires for 3. The shot off that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Conchar. Hangs in the air. And the layup is up and in. Conchar's gotten his first points in this one.
Whew, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Jackson down low. Defended by Jones. Jackson can't get it to go. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession.
Ball to Memphis.
There's 1:17 left in the third. Jones, the pass to Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
So courageous, taking it right to the defender.
Boy, this dude knows how to finish in traffic. Wow. Up top, Batum. Back to Jackson. Pass to Morris. And here's Kennard. Back to Morris. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Clippers lead by 1. Memphis has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Clark with the screen. And the foul called on Luke Kennard. That's his first foul, and it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Here's Moran. He's got 14. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Shrewd decision on the shot by Moran. Goes into the defender to make sure he gets fouled.
And Morant drops them both.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
The Clippers have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Powell passes to Leonard. Nice move. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make in 9 tries so far.
So many tools in the bag for Kawhi. Foul line down. He's very hard to stop.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Yep, that one's good. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
And George launches it from deep. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. It's the Grizzlies leading by 1. And time for a short break.
With your Clippers, Houston. We're in the
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Memphis leading. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. John Wall is out there with Paul George. And it's Powell in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Moran is truly a dynamic scorer.
Wall, the pass to George. And good. Coming on, the assist by Wall.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
It's the fourth quarter, and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
And it's the Clippers on the break. Fires the 3. Doesn't go that time. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
George against Moran. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
I'll tell you what, Ja Moran just keeps coming at the defense.
2 shots.
And Morant drops them both. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Wall, the pass to George. And George with the jam.
So slippery when he's driving the ball. Paul George makes it look easy.
And here's Moran. And then Moran with the dunk.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
But not every point guard can give you that. The ability to finish with that level of authority.
And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul. Memphis has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Moran against George.
I'm trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Moran. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
Wall against Moran. Leonard for 3. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Wall's got his 4th assist in this one.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Oh, there's Moran with the slam.
Even though he was dealing with a taller defender, he got big and got the job done.
Wall, the pass to George. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter.
I mean, he is explosive with his leaping ability. Paul George is well versed in finishing above the rim.
Here's Moran. And then Moran with the dunk.
Tremendous effort from Ja Moran, letting his team know they can rely on him.
Here's George. Book it off the crossover. George has got 9 points in the quarter.
Big points as the stakes rise, so does George's impact on the game.
Here's Moran. And then Moran with the dunk.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
George outside. He takes it in. And the jam by George.
Letting it all hang out. When George takes flight, just enjoy the show.
Moran against George. Now here's Moran. Tight defense on him.
Hey, they really needed that one. Big time move inside.
So much riding on that possession. Just a huge shot. What determination on that play.
George goes back up. Here's Zubac. George for 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Up top, Moran. George defending. Now here's Moran. 5 to shoot. The reverse. And it's in.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
George. Count it. A huge shot to tie it up.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
Here's Moran.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
That is
cocked it back and fired it home.
Oh, indeed.
Every team needs a closer in the clutch. Moran proving he's that guy.
Now Bain. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Moran. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter here.
Count it! Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
George for 3. That doesn't go either for George. And so it's the Grizzlies who come out on top here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them.